Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dharma practitioners, when we look our human history, you may heard even thousand years ago, there were many kings and used to have very big war. And even the one of the ancient book, the Mahabharata, and the Ramayana, this all talk about the war. And even the king Asoka, and was a warrior, and he had a great war and killed a lot of people. And even in the Western world, there were many civil wars happened and killed a lot of people. So when you look that, this all happens with the interference of the human ideas, not something else. And at the same time, like King Asoka, able to use the word to transform himself to become a better person. And there were many civil wars and helped to become us to more civilized people. So after that, any situation happened, the people able to transform that situation to be better, to find their best version. And even the personal life also, when we look, we mostly struggle with our own ideas, and any situation, any problems, when you look into that, it always comes out of the ideas. And then when it comes to the life, the very basic level of life, all the fundamental qualities, rules and regulations, laws came to the world to find the best version of our human mind, to have a comfort yourself and at the same time bring the safety and comfort to other people. And when it comes to the Dharma, and it allows you to that more than the law and the more than just the fundamental human qualities, and more than the culture and the tradition, it allows you to completely transform to a different person. See that when some people interfere with the war and they had a very bad name in the whole history, people hate that kind of people. And they used to kill a lot of people, and still the whole world don't like even to remind that names. But there were some people used to declare the wars and kill the people, but at the same time they understood it is unprofitable and transformed themselves and became a better person, and then it became a historical event, and people make statues and talk about that kind of people. So when it comes to Dharma, they are like Angulimala, and he used to kill a lot of people. And but later he became a monk, and then still in this 2,600 years, and still people chanting and respecting to him. So like that, in the Tibet tradition, there is a spiritual master, yogi, monk, enlightened master called Milarepa. And he also transformed this in the same way. But that transformation gave us a bigger, one of the best lesson for us. So today we're going to talk about the Milarepa. So the Milarepa, born in a very rich family. And when he became a young boy, what happened? His father died. And then his uncle and aunt overtook all the wealth belonged to his family. Then what happened? The Milarepa, that his mother, and told him to go and get the revenge from the uncle and aunt. And with the mother's advice, what happened? Milarepa used to kill all his relatives. And then the Milarepa became a murderer, killer, serious killer. But at the same time, it disturbed him. And then he started to look for the peace, the inner satisfaction. He wanted to get out of that disturbed mind. Then he looked for teaching. And then there was a very famous teacher called Marpa. And then Milarepa went to this teacher and asked about teachings. Can you teach me? So Marpa told, and he accepted him and told, okay, you can stay with me. And then from that day, what happened? And all other students come to learn from the Marpa, but the Milarepa didn't allow to get into the study hall even. He always doing work, housework, cleaning, washing, cooking, gardening, farming, so like that. And he never came across any kind of study. So his teacher didn't give any lessons, gave all the work. And Milarepa keep working. He just kind of like a servant boy. But still he used to keep doing, and then by the time he got so disturbed. Why? Why he don't teach me? When he going to teach me? And even he come closer to the study hall, go away, don't come here. So like that. The teacher used to abuse this person. And then the Milarepa was so tired. By the time, then what happened? He went to the Marpa's, his teacher's wife, and told, because no one else to tell about this, and told, you know, I'm so tired. He not going to teach me anything. What should I do? And then the wife want to show off her power. What she told, okay, don't worry. And she wrote a letter and then put the teacher's stamp on that letter and told, take this. And there is a senior student living in the another mountain, and you go there, he will teach you. And the Milarepa was so happy and took the letter and went to that master. And when he go there, he saw this teacher was wearing robe and meditating. It's really kind of like the real monk. And the Milarepa was so happy and gave the letter. So that teacher took the letter, and it is from Milarepa, the Marpa and his teacher. And he was even, bow to the letter as respecting to the teacher and told, you can stay with me. And then show him a place. Okay, this is your place, and sit there. And then they used to practice meditation. And within few days, this master understood this Milarepa doesn't know anything, and he don't know any practice. And then one day while they having discussion, this teacher asked from Milarepa, are you sure this our teacher Marpa gave this letter for me? And then he told, no, he didn't give this letter. This letter gave by his wife. And by hearing this, that master was so disappointed and told, get ready, let's go. And they packed everything and went to the Marpa, their teacher. And then he went there and apologized and told what happened, and told this is what happened. He brought a letter and I thought it is from you, and I kept him with me. But by the time I understood it is not from you. And then again, that he gave the Milarepa to the Marpa. And then now he has no choice. He again start the same thing and working. And then one day, teacher came and told, you build a house. You have to build the house and using your hands and making the clay and bringing the rocks and cutting the wood and everything. You have to do yourself. No any help, by your own hand. And he spent the time and blaming himself, and have the anger, hatred, but still he keep building the house. So by the time he built the house, and the teacher came and told, and he looked the house and told there is a mistake. In one place, in a wall, one piece of rock was misplaced little bit. And the teacher didn't agree with the house and told, you have to break this down. You have to break this down and take this all the parts and put back to the same places from wherever you bought it. And then bring it back and then build the house. So the Milarepa was so angry, disappointed, sad, and he wanted to leave. but no one going to accept him, accept him from the society. Why? Because he was a murderer, killer, and everybody in the outside society waiting to attack him. So then he has no choice, nowhere to go, no one to accept him. So then what happened? He again start to put back the things and build the house. He built the house again. And then again the teacher came and told, oh, this window is wrong. Do the same. Put back the same, that everything to the same places, bring it back and build it. So, and he built that house 3 times. And then the 3rd time, he finished the house. And he finished the house and he determined himself, whatever, it is okay. If the teacher agree or not, it is okay. If he tell me to do it again, I will do it. I don't care. So he came out of that self-centered view. It should be like this. And he became free. He just built the house. And now he don't care what the teacher going to accept it or not, reject it. He don't care. If he want to build it again, he will build it again. Now it became new normality. And he get out of that mindset, and no anger, no hatred, no comparison about it. No. So he completely become free from it, and he just built the house, and even he didn't try to go and tell, I did it. So the 3rd time, the teacher came, and that day he became so happy. And that day, the teacher called him, Marpa, called this Milarepa, with the name is called my son. So that means he accept him and as his son. So that day, and he start to teach the Milarepa. So the Milarepa learn all the Dharma and practice meditation and Tibetan yoga, and became one of the greatest spiritual master related to in the Tibet tradition. And one thing happened, and after he received all the teachings, what happens? His all the thinking method completely changed. And all the teachings gave by the Milarepa, it's kind of like a most beautiful, like songs. It's more poetic way of expression. See that murderer, how transformed to this kind of person. And then, and why that teacher gave him that hard time and put him kind of like a servant boy and gave him hard time to build that house? Because he had it kind of like a self-grasping mind. It's a always we have this self-centered, emotional based manifestation. And that's why we come to a point, we always think it should be like this should be like this person should be like that, this should end this way. So like that, we always have the preconditioned mind. And when it comes to the meditation, even the meditation, we sometimes think meditation should be like this. The teacher or the monk should be like this. Even he should teach like this. And the Dharma should be like this. So like that, we always develop with this rejection and emotional based self-centered mind. And then it comes to us, we believe, we think the world should be like this. World should behave like that. And that self-grasping idea, self-rejection, and become a habit or the permanent, and out of that, and you come, I am like this, because of that, you should be like that. And I am like this, because of that, it should be like this. So then what happens? We caught up in that self-emotional manifestation or the self-grasping mind, and then we become so comfortable with that. And after we become comfortable with that, we have fear to get out of it. So then what will happen if somebody go against your feeling? You ready to fight for that. When someone do something else, and then you get hurt. And out of that hurt, you punish. Even that for the children, the same. Maybe you have the love, the compassion for your children. And because of that, maybe they become lazy. And mostly rich people's children, or maybe the prince or the princess. When they get hurt little bit. Because why? Because self-emotional manifestation is so strong. They have the neurotic mind. And they are themselves caught up in their own comfort and look the security within their own feelings. And then what will happen if somebody did something else? They come to you and tell, no, and punish this person, fire this person, kill this person, don't give to this person, don't talk to this person, don't go there. So like that, we cut all the relationships, we separate them. Why we do that? Because we have the fear to lose our self-emotional manifestation or the self-grasping mind and believing this is me. And that is why the Marpa, the Milarepa's master, gave a hard time to him to purify himself. So then remember yourself, it is a great lesson for all of you. While you practice, especially when it comes to the teachings, the Dharma, you come to the most powerful thing in the world. And Dharma is the most powerful thing, not the ignorance. Ignorance makes you weak. Ignorance cannot make you powerful. The most weak things is the ignorance. Whoever catch the ignorance, whoever go with the ignorance, or whoever clinging to the ignorance, whoever grasping the ignorance, whoever worship the ignorance, whoever believe the ignorance, whoever go with the ignorance become weaker, weaker, weak, 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 not as strong. But the Dharma is not like that. But just hearing the Dharma, just you get the smell. You get kind of like when you receive the sunlight, you become strong. This all the plants, the human life, this everything, the whole nature become strong. You feel live with the sunlight. If there is no sun for a few days, we cannot survive like this. So your mind the same, your heart the same, your awareness, your consciousness the same. For your awareness, for your consciousness, the wisdom is like the sunlight. Without that, you cannot survive. But the thing is, our self-centered view, self-emotional manifestation, self-grasping nature, always make us very limited. And it took us to stuck inside us. And because of that, what happening, you come with the view. And this should be like this. And that should be like that. And that is why the people come to the war. That's why people kill each other. And that's why people have the fear. Why? Because other people think differently. They don't think like you. They don't behave the way you want. They don't give what you want. So then, in day-to-day life, come to a point. Just 1 minute enough for you to digest the Dharma. How you can be, how you can, it's kind of like wine tasting. There's sometimes wineries, you go to wine tasting and you don't get the whole bottle, then you have to pay for that. But to taste wine, sometimes when you go to, biscuit companies, yogurt land, ice cream parlor, maybe you get a little cup to taste. So like that, for this, to taste, to get out of this self-emotional base, this emotional manifestation, this neurotic, that the way of mind, get out of this self-grasping, self-projecting mind. Just practice 1 minute. And you come to a 1 minute. It's really powerful. It really works. It really effective. So that's why you have to be very careful. You come to a point to recognize yourself and hold the thought. There's nothing you want to happen with the way that, whatever the way you want. There's nothing you want. You completely 100% become free only for that moment. You're ready to accept anything, whatever can happen. You accept it with the self-confidence. So, self-confidence is not the self-projection. So the self-projection comes with the self-view and the condition. It should be, this should be, or you have to behave like this or like that. But the self-confidence comes when the very nature of the self-confidence, you have ability to accept and share with the love and compassion towards the benefit of others. You have ability to share with the love and compassion, and you accept anything, and you have ability to share that whatever you experience for the benefit of the others. So then come to a point with the self-confidence, you accept whatever happens. It's okay. And whatever the outcome, let it come. And you don't think it should be like this, this should be like that. No, you completely come to the point to be free from that, all the views, the projection, the grasping, and you become ready to receive without any kind of desire or jumping towards it, or without any resistance. And with the time, space, and the situation. With any time, in any space, in any situation. Try to get this all together. You come to a 1 minute, not all the time. You come to a 1 minute with the self-confidence to accept, and that whatever you receive, you accept it, and at the same time you have intention with the love and the compassion to share the benefit it towards others without any self-grasping, without any self-view, without any self-emotional manifestation. It should be like this, he should be, she should be like this, that should be like that, so like that. There's nothing. You come to a point in any time, in any space, in any situation, you ready to accept any result. In that very moment, if you're able to hold that moment, in that very moment, there is a shift happening in you. There is a change happening in you. That change is just not the kind of like a moment of experience. And if you're able to experience that change even for a 1 minute, and it will affect for your entire body, each and every muscles, nerves, each and every blood, and every atom will resonate with that. And that is the moment you transform. And then after that, the way you look, that whatever the words come out of you, whatever the actions come out of you, whatever the behavior, the character will naturally transform. So that is what you need. That change you need. Because remember, we are conditioned to our own self-emotional manifestation. We are conditioned it with the time, the space, and the situation, with the people and the environment. Wherever you go, we become good only with that. Other than that, we collapse. Other than that, we cannot survive sometimes. So then when you go with the Dharma, when you are able to tune to this level of mind, when you are able to transform from your self-centered preconditioned mind to freedom, and in that freedom, you become like a bird. And in the sky, you are in any direction available for you. So then, in that very moment, out of the time, the space, the situations with the people or the things, whatever come as outcome, you accept it. And when the day comes for you to accept it with undisturbed mind, that is the day your liberation, your transformation, your ultimate bliss of Nibbana going to happen. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinassatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava ettavata ca amme sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu Sabba sampatti siddhya idamme punya kammang asavattaya vahantu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Yes.